Hey there, lovely listeners. Welcome back to another exciting episode of My Therapy Room. I'm your host, Cindy Ettienne-Murphy. And today we have a fascinating topic to explore. We're going to dive into the psychology behind the new breed of trolls, those mums and grandmas. Yes, I said grandmas who engage in social bullying against other women. After seeing this post from this amazing content creator, I thought it would be perfect to share my thoughts and unpack this behaviour and this new breed of trolls. But before we jump right in, I want to remind everyone that this show is all about creating an open and respectful space for discussion. So let's keep our conversation kind and compassionate as we explore this intriguing subject. Now let's get started. We've all seen it. The rise of mums and grandmas using social media platforms to unleash their hurtful comments and judgments on other women. It's a perplexing behaviour that begs the question, why do they do it? So let's begin by trying to understand what drives these mums and grandmas to engage in social bullying against other women. What are some possible reasons behind this behaviour? One possible explanation is the need for validation and a sense of superiority. Some individuals may feel the need to put others down to boost their own self-esteem or to establish themselves as better or more knowledgeable. Additionally, there might be underlying feelings of envy or insecurity that lead them to lash out at others. Now, we all know that communication is a powerful tool for connection and understanding, but what happens when that communication turns dark and harmful? That's where malicious communication comes into play. Malicious communication refers to any form of communication that is intentionally hurtful, harmful, or designed to cause distress to the recipient. It can take many forms, from hurtful comments and insults to spreading rumours and even online harassment. As we all know, platforms like Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp and more have become central to how we communicate and spend our time. However, it's essential to understand that what we post online can sometimes have real legal consequences. Under Section 127 of the Communications Act 2003, it is a criminal offence to send messages through public networks that are grossly offensive, indecent, obscene or menacing in nature. The messages must be intended to cause offence, or the sender should reasonably expect it could offend others. Similarly, the Malicious Communications Act 1998 makes it illegal to send threatening, indecent or distressing messages with the intent of causing anxiety. If found guilty, offences under these acts can be punished by fines of up to £5,000 or imprisonment for up to 6 months in a magistrate's court. More serious cases may be tried in the Crown Court, where penalties are more severe. While freedom of expression is still protected, prosecutors must balance this right with protecting people from hateful or harassing online content. Malicious communication can have severe psychological and emotional effects. It can lead to increased levels of anxiety, depression, and low self-esteem. Victims may experience feelings of isolation, fear, and even develop post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, in extreme cases. It's important to remember that these effects can extend beyond the online realm and impact an individual's overall well-being. Harassment must constitute a course of conduct, not a single incident, with at least 2 incidents that amount to harassment. The actions must be closely related in time or aim to establish a course of conduct. Conduct can include words, actions, texts, emails, or other communication. For an action to amount to harassment legally, a reasonable person must view it as sufficiently serious harassment. However, intent is not a defence. If a reasonable person would see it as harassment, it can still be considered harassment even if the accused did not intend it that way. Stalking has a similar definition to harassment, but with additional stalking behaviour. Stalking covers not just following someone, but also actions like monitoring social media, impersonating the victim online, and posting private information about them without consent. Both harassment and stalking are criminal offences and can be tried in a magistrate's court. It's important for everyone to remember the power of their words. We have the ability to uplift, support, and create positive connections through our communication. Let's choose kindness over cruelty and be aware of the impact our words can have on others. And to all our listeners, remember that your words have the power to make a difference. Let's strive to use that power for good and create a world where communication is a force for positivity and understanding. That's all the time we have for today's episode of Therapy Room. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time where I'll be sharing my thoughts and findings. Take care and spread kindness.